stand together, staying strong. We're staying strong. With positivity in our hearts. Positivity. We spread love from the start. Oh, we're family filled with joy. Faith is our guide. We soar and fly. We're creative souls shining bright. Come by with the family, yeah. Do life with the Gumbs family, yeah.
Started the move to beautiful sunny Southern California after World War I. City leaders were concerned. They don't want a bunch of oil derricks in people's neighborhoods. So they changed the zoning laws and made it illegal to drill for oil in the incorporated parts of the city.
Oh, wow.
Suddenly, the Gilmores had this oil field they couldn't use. It was just sitting there. That's right where I picked you up. Yeah.
Wow.
So in 1934, two entrepreneurs from LA, San Fernando Valley, where I live, the valley, that used to be farmland out there. These two entrepreneurs from the valley got together with the Gilmore family. They called it an idea. You and I would call it a proposition.
Mm-hmm.
They called it an idea. You guys have this oil field you can't use, and we're friendly with all the farmers in the valley. Farmers are looking for a place to hold a farmer's market. They want to sell their produce to all the inner city housewives in Los Angeles. How about we use your old oil field? They agreed, and farmers rolled up in pickup trucks, sold their produce off the back of their trucks, and the farmer's market was born.
Oh.
After a couple of years of selling the produce off the trucks, they started to build these little produce stalls to sell the produce. And one by one, over the years, the little produce stalls became restaurants. And now, the farmer's market has 3 places that sell produce and 30 places that sell pizza, sushi, barbecue, donuts, you name it.
Wow.
Is it still owned by the Gilmore family?
It's owned by relatives of theirs.
Wow.
Oh.
So you just learned more information about this damn neighborhood than you ever cared to know. And this neighborhood, this is all the old oil money.
Wow.
Yeah, these houses go back to the 20s.
Wow.
Back when the oil was booming.
That's
Matter of fact,
crazy.
the Gettys have a house down the street, the old Getty family, the oil family.
Right.
That now, we call it the Getty House. And the Getty House belongs to the city of Los Angeles, and it's the mayor's residence. Oh, I can tell you about the mayor, man. You're going to love this. So right now, we have LA's first female mayor.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's not our first black mayor. We had Tom Bradley, probably 30 years ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
So also we have a black female mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Here's the best part about this. We have a black female mayor, and her name is Karen.
Yeah. She's a Karen.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
I love it. So I'm going up for the Karens in the world now that the name has been hijacked.
Yes.
Yeah, well, our black female mayor's name, her name is Karen too.
Wow.
Yeah. So you guys ever watched Living Pretty Woman back in the day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ever watch Seinfeld?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pretty Woman and Seinfeld have one thing in common. What is it?
When they were produced?
No. Jason Alexander, George Costanza, and Seinfeld is Stucky, the creepy lawyer in Pretty Woman. Same guy.
Oh.
I never paid attention to that.
Yeah. He lives right here on the left.
Oh, wow.
Oh, which one? The brick house?
Right there on the left. I want to show you something really funny. Let's do this quick. I don't want to be too obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we see him sometimes. Usually when I see him, he'll either ignore me or he'll give a little wave.
Uh-huh.
The other about 3 weeks ago, I'm driving by here and had a bunch of people on the bus, and they said, "Oh, there he is, right there." He's up at the top of the side of the top of the driveway, and he just keeps walking.
Yeah.
And he walks right out here into the street, right up to my bus. And so I rolled down the window, and I very sheepishly kind of go, "Hi, Jason. We got a bunch of your fans on the bus. We're big fans of the show." And he says, "Aw, thank you so much." And I said, and some of these people, well, they're from New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
And he's from New Jersey. So he goes, "New Jersey!" Gets all excited. Look.
Oh, wow.
Look at his shirt.
Oh, he's still wearing
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I think he wanted to see who the hell drives by his house all the time. Just
Yeah.
make sure that I'm cool.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
What am I saying? What's my deal?
Yeah,
what's my
right.
vibe?
What's this guy?
Yeah, who is this guy?
Right.
Wow.
And then when I drove away, people in the bus go, Mark, can you pull over? Can we get his autograph? And I said, no, there'll be none of that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Now you're pushing
I'm surprised that went that well.
Yeah.
For all I know, he's gonna come out and yell at me. You know, I didn't know what his deal was.
Yeah.
That's why I got real nice and like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
be cool. And of course, after I drove away, I said, hey, did anyone get his picture? Can you text that to me, please? Because when I talk to them, I never take the picture.
Yeah.
That's not cool. Stick a camera in their face.
Right.
But someone back here is gonna always get their picture.
Yes.
Text it to me, please.
Yes.
So I got tons of pictures of other people back here texting.
Right.
We gotta work as a team.
Yeah, man. Shows have one thing in common. They're all produced, directed, and written by Shonda Rhimes.
Uh-huh.
Shonda Rhimes in 2014 bought a house from Patricia Heaton from Everybody Loves Raymond for $8.8 million, which makes it probably worth about $20 million now. It's right in front of you.
Oh, wow.
Right in front of you.
Shonda Rhimes. Oh wow. So this is her spot. That's
Yep.
cool. It's huge.
Yeah.
You said 6. Oh yeah, there we go. 8 million.
The one back on your right, the red one here. You ever watch CSI?
CSI. Yeah, my mom worked there.
Grissom.
Oh.
William Peterson, right here.
This this red house. Whatever.
On the right here, this was the home of the legend, Nat King Cole.
No way.
Here's a picture of the whole family in front of the house back in the day. Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
He was important. Nat King Cole, when he signed with Capitol Records, he was this little itty bitty independent record label in Hollywood. And he sold lots of records. So in 1956, they built a new headquarters. They affectionately, to this day, we call that building the house that Nat built. He was the first black man to live in this neighborhood, guys.
Wow.
I can only imagine how bummed out he was when some idiot burned a cross in his front yard.
Oh, yeah.
He was paid a visit by another idiot, well maybe it's the same idiot, from the Hancock Park Homeowners Association, who tells him, Mr. Cole, we heard about what happened, that's unfortunate. We think you and your wife are nice people. We love your music. But you gotta understand, Mr. Cole, some of the people in the neighborhood are just a little concerned about the undesirables moving in, that's all. And Nat King Cole says, well, if my wife and I see anybody undesirable, we'll be the first to let you know. And they didn't go anywhere. So I say thanks to people like Nat King Cole. These days, if you have enough money to live in Hancock Park, you can live in Hancock Park.
Right.
That's right.
As it should be.
Correct.
Let's start there. You got enough money? You know.
That's crazy. So
Over here on the left, the red brick house right here on your left, right there, is one of the many homes that belong to Nicolas Cage. A guy so irresponsible with his finances, Playboy magazine once did a feature article about him called Going for Broke with Nicolas Cage. He had a castle in Bath, England, and a chateau in the south of France, Victorian mansion in New Orleans, and a Victorian mansion in San Francisco, a compound in the Caribbean, and a place in Newport Beach, a mansion in Bel Air that once belonged to Dean Martin and Tom Jones, an Art Deco mansion in Las Vegas by the Griffith Observatory, this place here on the left.
Wow.
A condo in the Eastern Columbia building in downtown, which is a historic building. We can just go on, and he wasn't paying his property taxes. So he filed for bankruptcy. Now, before you two feel sorry for him,
Oh, wow.
and before it was black, it was red.
Oh.
Yeah, let me explain how all that happened. Do you remember the TV show about tattoos called L.A. Ink?
Yeah.
So Kat Von D, the tattoo girl, she parlayed the success of that show into her own cosmetic line, a partnership with Sephora. Got a bunch of money, bought that cheap about the dozen house, and painted it red. Upset all the neighbors, I'm sure. Of course, we got Crypto.com arena up on the left here. What used to be called Staples Center. You know, it was about 2 years ago when it suddenly changed names to Crypto.com arena. Let's be honest, that does not roll off the tongue easily.
no.
However, crypto paid $700 million for the naming rights for the next 20 years. That's more money than it cost to build the place. So Crypto.com arena it is. It's the home to 4 professional sports franchises. Everybody thinks of one team. The Lakers.
Right.
Winners of 17 NBA championships. Okay, so for the time being, it's also the home of the Clippers. Winners of 0 Road Championships. The Clippers are getting their own arena. It's already built. They're going to move in next year. It's called the Intuit Dome. It used to be called the Microsoft Theater. It used to be called the Nokia Theater. You look hard left, there's Kobe.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Right there on the sidewalk, it's Kobe. Work. Where they Sports Center for the West Coast. And right here on the left is the Grammy Museum. 4 stories of exhibits honoring all your Grammy Award winners. You saw this art on the building here, the ads, Pixel.
Like that for the last couple days.
Oh, that's the thing.
It opened in 1924. Their claim to fame is that we're open 24 hours a day since 1924. Not anymore. After the pandemic, they have limited hours now. However, the Walt Disney Concert Hall is the winter home of the LA Philharmonic Orchestra. That building is a work of art. This is 22 million pounds of stainless steel designed to look like a ship in full sail. It was designed by the world-renowned Canadian architect Frank Gehry, same guy that designed the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, Spain, and the Dancing House in Prague. They call his style deconstructionism. It took 16 years to build it.
Wow.
Here's the inside of it. Wood, unusual angles, impeccable acoustics. We call the pipe organ a box of French fries. I'll send you pictures of the inside and the outside of this.
Thank you.
Up on the next corner here, cat corner, on the left with the columns here. This is the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion. It opened in 1964. Between 1969 to 1999, the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion hosted 25 Academy Award shows.
Wow.
So it's the old home of the Academy Awards. It's the current home of the Los Angeles Opera. 3, let's prove it. 2, 1. Let me pause it. Look at the top left corner of the screen. You see a tree branch? That same tree branch is still there. The tree was planted in 1887 when that house was built. That is a protected tree. That's a Moreton Bay Fig tree like you'd see in Australia, not Southern California. The roots of the tree are extensive root system. Not doing the house any favors, lifting the house right up, actually. So I'm going to give you, that love is blind. No. Let's stop. Look over here on the left, there's the headquarters of Netflix right there on your left.
I need to go talk to them. Can't share my bed.
Headquarters of Netflix. Yeah, I better stop before you guys want your money back. So, the observatory's been in movies. You ever seen the final scene of the classic movie Rebel Without a Cause? James Dean, Sal Mineo, and that beautiful Natalie Wood. It's where Schwarzenegger traveled back in time in the movie The Terminator. I'll be back. How about Back to the Future with Michael J. Fox? I met him before. He's awesome back. Rocketeer. How about Devil in a Blue Dress with Denzel Washington? Or Charlie's Angels? Transformers. Yes Man. Jim Carrey. La La Land. Been in a bunch of movies. During the pandemic, when everything was locked down, do you guys remember that Oprah Winfrey special? Music, broadcasting, and live theater. You can have more than 1 star as long as it's in a different category. But only one person has all 5 stars. Do you know who it is?
It ain't Dolly Parton.
What's that?
Because it's not Dolly Parton.
Nope. There's one man has all 5 stars. They called him the Singing Cowboy. A member of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame, and Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. He owned the Angels baseball team for 40 years. Mr. Gene Autry. I think you should have given him 1 star, but given him his own category. Business. Apparently that guy knew how to do business. On the right here is the Pantages. This opened in 1930. This is beautiful. Pantages is where you go see a Broadway-style show like The Lion King, or Phantom of the Opera, Wicked, Hamilton, Book of Mormon, Moulin Rouge, Jesus Christ Superstar. You want to see the inside? That's the house that Nat built. And John, Paul, George, and Ringo kept the lights on. See, Capitol was a musical home in North America to the Beatles. Sinatra. The Beach Boys. Yeah. The Academy Awards. First award show lasted 15 minutes. There was like a nice like bedroom set, couple bedside tables and a little dresser drawers, and it was like oak, and it was really nice. And I thought, man, I wish I wasn't giving a tour right now. It's nicer than stuff that I have, and it has a story behind it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Bob's house. So here he is. See that door there? Here he is coming out that door. I'll send you a picture of him waving to us. I sent that picture of him waving because, like, he's saying goodbye. Last time I saw him, he was up in that window up there, waved to us from the window. He hadn't come out in a while. He was 99. He was getting older. Look on my screen here. We're in the top left corner of the screen here. So you'll see that the house, even though it's modest, it's bigger than you think it is. 6 bedroom, 5 bath, 4,400 square feet. Not huge, but big enough. I'll take that picture from right here. LA San Fernando Valley. On the chicken ranch and built Universal Studios. He even kept the chickens just in case the movie business failed. 1 year later, 1913, Warner Brothers popped down on the other side of the hill. 1916, Paramount Pictures moved in. And now an area that was farmland 100 years ago is all people. That's Universal Studios right there. You see the Harry Potter castle, 1912. In the 1960s, they bought the land next to it and built a theme park. It's the first studio out here. Now the one in Florida is nice, but it's a theme park. It's not an actual studio. It's just a theme park. This is the first studio and a theme park. Now right behind the castle, you see the tan ones, the tan buildings. It's Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers, yeah, I see the WB.
Yeah, like you see at the beginning of the Warner Brothers movies. That's the Warner lot. And right behind the Warner lot, you got a bunch of green trees. That's Johnny Carson Park. And back behind Johnny Carson Park, you'll see another group of sound stages. That's the Disney lot. Not Disneyland, Disney lot. So right there, you got Universal, Warner Brothers, ABC, NBC, and Disney. That's what Johnny Carson used to call beautiful downtown Burbank. Those mountains over there, San Gabriel Mountains. The mountains we're sitting in, Santa Monica Mountains. The valley in between the two mountain ranges is what we call the San Fernando Valley. It's Burbank and Shadow Hills and, Toluca Lake, and North Hollywood, Studio City, and Valley Village, and Sherman Oaks, and Cedar Tarzana, Chatsworth, Calabasas, Woodland Hills, Hidden Hills, West Hills, North Hills, Granada Hills, Canoga Park, Northridge, Silmar, Arleta, Pacoima, San Fernando, and that's not all. A lot of people.
All of this is considered
The valley. Oh, they're delivering ice.
That's cool.
So this here is Sunset Plaza. Little sidewalk cafes, hair salon. And she sold it to a Korean shipping tycoon. I don't know if that guy still lives here or not, but I do recognize the gate right here on the left from Meet the Osbournes.
I remember it from the show.
I think the Kardashians should. That's the Greystone Mansion that was built in 1928 by the oil man Edward Doheny. Not for himself, but for his son Ned, Ned's new wife, and her children. It was a 46,000 square foot wedding present.
What?
Someone forgot to tell Edward, this guy right here, that his son Ned, that he built the house for, Ned preferred playing for the other team. 1 year after moving into the house with his new wife and her kids from a previous marriage, Ned and the butler Hugh Plunkett were found murdered in the house. The two men were lovers, and in a murder-suicide, the butler killed Ned, then killed himself. The butler did it. It's always the butler. Some people think the wife Lucy did it. When she found the yard, he said, to give you something to look at. I think we should come back later and put a banana tomorrow. That doesn't mean that you can check out any time at night, but you can never leave. And look here at 2 o'clock, look above the shrubs. See the flagpoles?
Yeah.
That's your album cover. It's Lucy.
I love Lucy.
I love Lucy.
I love that house.
That was Lucy's album. If there were Desi Arnaz. Lucy! She divorced him because he was a serial cheater. She caught him cheating many times. She married Gary Morton, and she was Jed and Jethro and Ellie Mae and Granny piling into their rickety old jalopy and driving down the street here with these old palm trees. They remember Granny sitting in the back of that jalopy up on a platform in a rocking chair with a shotgun and a hunting dog. That's what you call good television, folks. Look at my screen here. They're right here. They're coming the other direction, right towards us. That's some good TV right there. You guys remember the romance novelist Jackie Collins? younger sister of Joan and seller of millions of books worldwide. Joan was more famous because Joan was on a TV show called Dynasty. Jackie had more money. Jackie sold millions of books to all the ladies, all those racy romance novels. Jackie passed away in 2015 from breast cancer. The house right there on your left, that white one, that was Jackie's house. I want to show it to you. It is big. Go on my screen. Uh-oh, did you drop the C word back there?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to get it. You know, I've actually managed not to get it. Once they come in to play the Lakers and the Clippers in the morning before the game, they're down here shopping around. Then they probably go have lunch, go to a shoot around, take a nap, and go to the game. They're down here in the mornings shopping around. We'll see them. We'll see a bunch of those. Oh, that's some good sightings over there, Drive. Jeff Bezos, Bill Clinton. I couldn't have missed that one. He's down here with some Secret Service ninjas. Ron Howard, Lonnie Anderson. Van Cleef and Arpels. On the left here is Via Rodeo, Versace, Tiffany, Dolce & Gabbana. The hotel straight ahead is Beverly Wilshire from Pretty Woman, where, you know, Edward Lewis stayed in the movie.
Jimmy Choo.
Go get yourself some shoes.
A purse or some perfume.
Oh, let's get you guys.